Max,
all kinds of stuff.
they're making a Gambit movie.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
Sort of, kind of. Okay, so Doug Liman, who directed, God, what did he do? Leaper?
Yeah.
Is that it? Leaper and Mr. and Mrs. Smith and The Bourne Identity.
Leaper?
I don't know. The one where
Looper?
it was, no, was it Looper?
Lemur?
No, Jumper, sorry.
Hopper?
Lemur. I don't know. What? Who cares?
Yeah.
Anyway, Jumper, that one with Hayden Christensen and Sam Jackson flying all over the place. Yeah, he was on supposed to be doing the Gambit movie with Channing Tatum, which was supposed to, I think it was at one point supposed to come out this year. It was at least supposed to start shooting. Apparently that's been put on hold. He's going to go direct Amazon's first, I think, original feature or whatever, which is called The Wall. And the Gambit script is undergoing heavy rewrites. Who cares? Well, this is one of those things where, like, if you track how movies are made, this is a very bad sign.
Yeah.
Like, this is sort of one of those, like, they don't know what to do, and they're sort of freaking out. I remember when Wolverine Origins was in the works, this was kind of the same thing. That switched directors at one point. Like, they were like, yeah, the guy from Blood Diamond is doing it. We're figuring out the script right now. And I think they're just running around with their hair on fire being
That movie turned out fine, though, right?
No.
That movie was so bad that it basically sent Wolverine into hiding for a while. It destroyed the Deadpool character for a good, 5-6 years?
Yeah.
Until they brought him back in an actual deserving Deadpool film.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
So
this
happy
is
that
like
movie came out.
this is yeah, me too, right?
Yeah.
Like what a way to right the wrongs. This is always worrisome. I think it's worrisome in most media, games especially, when you see things just getting kind of delayed, missing milestones, skipping things over and over, switching studios midstream, switching directors. This is like, it's kind of one of those scenarios where I'm like, I wish we didn't know about this movie at all until there was something to show, which is always the running theme. Like, maybe do the Fallout 4 approach of being like, here's the movie, it's coming out in 6 months.
I mean,
Thanks.
it's trickier with movies because of, like, they announce casting and things like that. But yeah, I mean, I think that Fox kind of took the approach that Disney did to be like, we've got this whole thing planned out, and they're like, we've got Gambit, Magneto Origins, The New Mutants, X-Force, Deadpool 2, Wolverine 3. I think Wolverine 3 is actually in the works, but like, and Deadpool 2 probably, but like they're
Gambit was in Wolverine Origins, right?
He was played by the guy from True Detective season 2, the one who was in Friday Night Lights. What's his face? Tyler Kitsch.
Yes,
Taylor Kitsch. Yeah. So that was not great. There were a lot of things not great. Will.i.am was in Wolverine Origins. That was not great. Not a great film.
Not a great film.
Oof. Awful.
Yeah, so I'm worried about Gambit, which sucks because Gambit was one of my favorite characters growing up. I always thought he was super cool. His costume's awesome. His powers are really interesting of being able to basically supercharge the things he touches, turning anything into a deadly, violent projectile using nothing but energy and his cool swagger. And instead, I don't know what's happening with this film, and I don't know if we're going to get the movie that we kind of deserve. I feel like the bar for superhero movies keeps getting higher, and that's why I don't buy the excuse anymore of just like, it's a popcorn flick, it's a comic book movie. It's like, well, yeah, because they make good ones of those now, you know?
But yeah, I mean, like, I was kind of lukewarm about the idea of Channing Tatum playing Gambit in the first place, because like he's...
Tatty Chanums?
Chandler Tutums.
Chatty Chatchums.
Chandler Tuttencom.
Tatsy
But no, like,
Tacklers.
I like Channing Tatum a lot. I think he's really funny, but he just seems like kind of the wrong type for Gambit, you know? He's just sort of, he's like the wrong build. I would pin him for a second as Sam Guthrie or Cannonball from the New Mutants. He'd be perfect for that. He's like this, you know, muscly, kind of goofy, like, Southern guy, so that would be cool, but not Gambit. And I'm kind of, when they're like, hey, the director left to go make a different movie, that's a bad sign for the film. So if you're looking forward to Gambit and you think it's going to be awesome because you love Gambit, don't get your hopes up, man. They want to do a good Gambit movie, they would adapt the movie where it's a Gambit and Wolverine and they go to London because they're looking for Jack the Ripper. That's a badass comic. Little short One Piece thing. They could do that. It could be good, but they're not going to do that because my ideas are too good for them.